Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Well, I do what I do for you. I got a good lesson for you today. Hope you're ready. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message and a story for life. I give life lessons. You tuning in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. We're making some changes in somebody's life. I appreciate you. Let's go. Excuse me. Oh, this cough is killing me. Excuse me. Right Thinker's mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Oh, yeah. Right Thinker's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get you to know yourself with what I'm teaching you and how to do what you should do for you. Knowing thyself is your personal mission. All of ours should be to do that. But right thinkers, that is our goal. Let's go. Knowing thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that he know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. Stay tuned. Nothing but good stuff. A person who knows not and believes that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is simple. Is asleep. I can awaken them with knowledge of self. I'm the spiritual alarm clock. That's what I do. Wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. You always be honest with yourself. You keep balancing your life. And this is how you do what? Open the third eye. Okay? The one that wink, not the one that stink. Trust me. Right thinkers, let's talk about the third eye, the window to the soul. I did a few lessons on the third eye. It breaks down to a fraction form 63/64 because when Haru lost his eye and Tahuti helped him replace it, he was missing 1/64, which is the spirit that's in us. That's what connects us with our pineal gland, aka the third eye. Let's talk about it. I got some stuff for you, some information I hope you can use about knowing about your third eye. My favorite. That's why I got my girls on the deck. That's why I wear the eye. I ain't got it on today. But let's go. The third eye opening, aka was known as the Great Awakening or Know Thyself. That's right thinking philosophy's goal is to get you to know yourself or aka open the third eye. Been doing that. Hopefully y'all guys are getting it. It's a process. It ain't gonna happen overnight. Oh, my eye open. No, it ain't like you wake up. No. It's a process you have to go through. Your third eye is what they call your spirit eye. That sees all spiritually. It sees everything in a spiritual form. That means it sees another era in you and also sees the inside of you. That's the eye that looks within. Okay? It sees without, but it also can. These eyes can only see that way. Third eye sees this way. Internal. It's another lesson. Watch this. But when I opened my third eye some years ago, it's been a minute now. Okay. Now my life has never been the same. May 1st, 2015. Remember like it was yesterday, and it still stays in my mind. Why? It's embedded in my consciousness that this is when things changed. It's called epiphany, a life-changing experience. If you had that, and most of us are going to have it, but if you don't recognize it, it's going to happen again until you figure it out. It's trying to give you a message. Change. It's epiphany. It says you should change. So understand that. Here you go. Now, for what I do and how I'm living with my third eye open, I'm being seen as an intelligent man, aka, wise man, And because of my third eye opening, I do act and be what I say, think, and feel that I should be. So I'm living what they call the dream. Fantasy is reality. All you have to do is bring it to life. I'm living out my fantasies every day. You can do the same if you learn how to live right thinking. Philosophical concepts. You will be your own person, and yeah, you control you. Spiritual knowledge, spiritual enlightenment is what? Having your third eye open. That's the whole key of spiritual enlightenment. It's something that's going to happen internally. That's you need to make happen for yourself, okay? When your third eye opening, it opens with what? Because of spiritual knowledge and good deeds. You put them together, now you got something going, okay? AKA knowing yourself. Now, next one is your third eye is all esoteric. I teach esoteric knowledge. That's the hidden stuff. That's the stuff that's not in plain sight. Sorry about that. But that's what third eye does. Third eye gives you access to your higher self, aka the Akashic Records. If you don't know what that is, that's unlimited information that we have in us. That's in us. Not out of us, in us. But you have to raise your level of consciousness to get there. It ain't ground level, okay? You got to raise up a little bit. Understand it? That's my goal as a right thinking teacher, is to get you to raise your consciousness so that you can get to that level of knowing thyself and open up your third eye, the spiritual eye, the window to your soul. Let's go. You become an enlightened being when what? When you see, hear, and act different, aka waking up. They call it waking up because the spirit ain't the spirit. The spirit is what it is. It's the consciousness that needs to be programmed, reprogrammed, and hopefully deprogrammed from the nonsense that we've been programmed with. We need to deprogram and reprogram it with what? Spiritual truths. Truth is what sets you free. If you don't know it, you are a slave. If you know it and don't act on it, you're still a slave. Again, choices. Once you know, you should be able to do. Watch this. Where we at? When your third eye is open, you think right. Why? Because you're what? Awake. Sleeping consciousness, it means that you're ignorant and you're not producing. So it's pretty much asleep. Your mind, your brain does one thing: calculate, figure, and take care of the body. Billions of neutrons simultaneously working together. So it has the ability to do whatever you can control it to do. If you don't know that you control your mind, who does? Oh, if you're brainwashed, then you're being a slave mentally to the powers that be. You sit around all day and watch TV. You believe what they tell you is the truth. You are a slave mentally. No more chains. No more shackles. You got your mind enslaved. Come on, man. I ain't going there. So get back to the lesson. Talking third eye. Sorry about that. But yeah, these are problems I'm seeing. I just can't get away from it. I teach you how to what? Open your third eye with what? Knowledge of self. Understanding what to do for yourself. Self-improvement, self-discovery. It's all about self. When it's about self, it means you have control. Know thyself. That means you need to know you. I have a lot of esoteric knowledge. That's what I studied. That's what I acquired. And I use it to do what? To teach it to others so that they can have it. That way, if you knew better, you can do better. If you're ignorant, it's not bliss. Ignorant just means you walk around here with no knowledge of nothing, mainly yourself. So that can't be bliss. Knowing yourself is bliss. Trust me, I'm blissed out. I'm ecstatic with the knowledge that I have of myself, the way I live and how I do. I'm stay blissed out. I'm practicing every day. I'm getting better at it. Here you go. Here you go. No, we did that already. Last one. Next one is third eye as the gateway to a higher consciousness. Your third eye opening, which is the 6th round on the 7th chakra chain levels. And when the third eye opens, you are an enlightened being. Why? You know you through what? Practice, daily practice and understanding and living a certain way. I call it spiritual discipline. Hold me accountable to do what? The right thing. When? 24/7. we only use 10% of our subconscious. We talk about the brain now. When your third eye is open, that number rises. If you got 100%, if I got $100 and I'm only spending $10 or less, I got $90 to play with. I call it F off money. I don't make enough to have F off money, so I don't F off. Okay, I don't have that luxury in my life, so understand that. But yeah, you have to have perspective. You understand it. That's what right thinking gives you, perspective that you can live and use for yourself. We have unlimited access to what? Self-knowledge, mastery. It is in us. All we have to do is learn it, live it, manifest it. I'm big on manifesting ideas and concepts and bringing them to life. Right thinking is my major concept. Why? I took a concept, shaped it, molded it, put it, and now I'm serving it. And yeah, I'm loving it. I appreciate that. So let's go. But the third eye opening is an important part of right thinking philosophy. If you study and you live your spiritual truths of our ancient ancestors, your third eye will open and you will be seeing life from a whole different view. Watch this. Your third eye is your higher self's way of looking after you with what? Knowledge of self that you can manifest for yourself. If you can think it, you can achieve it. See? To know thyself means what? You learn what? Your spiritual truth and did what? Manifest them and live them for yourself. So now you what? Know yourself. On a daily basis, you need to know who and what you are to perform to be your best self. The goal is to reach greatness by being what? Your best self. And if your third eye ain't open, you ain't even in the ball game. Understand that. Next one. If your third eye is open, these are things that should happen. You are what? A right thinker. Because you have what? Learn self-knowledge, aka working on opening your third eye. That means you're working on being spiritually enlightened. The third eye is the spiritual part. If your third eye is opening, it's because what? You're putting in the work when? Daily. That's how it's done. You can lucid dream. I've done that. Know you're in a dream and you be in control. If you have been in a dream, and most dreams work in this way, watch this. Let me say psychologically, some of us, when you have powers in your dream, and when you need them, they don't work. That means you don't really have the power in your own dream. Lucid dreaming, you take that power and you use it. I can fly, jump. I have superpowers in my dreams. It's not a lesson, but yeah, that's what the third eye opening does. It gives you insight. It gives you the ability to see things differently. You get intuitive knowledge through what? Meditation and prayer daily. Your higher self, you commune with your higher self. Me and God is on a one-to-one basis. We talk, communicate on a regular basis. I talk to God more than I talk to my friends. I spend more time talking internally than I do externally. That's spiritually coming better at being a spiritual being. Why? I connect to my higher self. I don't need to connect with humans. I have like-minded people that I socialize with. That's fine. Most other people, I just do what I do, and they recognize what I do, and that's how I respect. That's how I earn my respect. I don't run my bad. Oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm like that. You show. That's what you do. Okay. Here you go. I have the power to see things before it happens. Yeah, but it's just that I'm awoke, and I see what a lot of people ain't looking at. Been doing it for years. Ain't nothing new to me. But when you acquire that ability, you can do the same thing. That's my point. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Ooh, man, we a little long today. Let me wrap this up for you. I live through my third eye vision daily. These two eyes, they don't mean nothing. They don't see nothing. They don't know nothing. It's that other eye that I look at and see that gives me everything I need to know. I use the phrase, again, I see what you're not looking at. That's my third eye vision. I see internal. I see auras. I see the chakras. I see heart. I see a whole bunch of stuff in a whole different light. Why? Because that's what the third eye gives you the ability to do. I see the good in good people, and that's the gift of the third eye vision. And just as well as I see that good, I see the bad. I just told you about the Pinocchio theory. You fake spirituality, your nose got to grow. Why? Because you're going to look funny. You're going to look different. When you're faking it, you don't look natural. It don't look normal. I'm moving on. My spirit vision is almost perfect. It sees in spirit vision. That's the inner part of the individual. And I tell people, I haven't been wrong about the person. If I say you this, it's pretty much you that. Why? Because that's what you showed me. And I can see that. So I can tell you. A lot of people, how you know that? Don't worry about it. I see inner spirits. That's your regular eyes. Can't see. Hence, inner vision. These can only see what's projected at them. I can like the X-ray vision, like Superman, X-ray vision. I can see through you. Jerry Osborne, I really don't need no light to see through you. All I got to do is get my inner vision, my third eye vision, and I see right through you. Last one, I'm about to wrap it up. Hope the lesson was good. I appreciate you tuning in. Yes, I'm a seer. Also, what's that? It comes from your third eye opening. You have vision that you can project into the future, so to speak, to see the future. If I see you on the corner selling drugs, I see you in the corner selling your body, I can pretty much tell you what your future is going to be like. I ain't got to be a genius or Nostradamus to tell you about your future. Good, future, good. Bad, future, bad. Simple as that. I'll be back. I appreciate you. I got more.